Hey guys, hope you're doing great. So I wanted to start this live stream, and you know, as you've seen the title, wanted us to talk about to stick on automatic changeover switch right there. So if you can hear me, if you have any question, you can go ahead and drop it here. Then you know, then we can have an interaction. Please don't forget to like the live. Calling is okay. So the alarm system, for me, alarm system having a silent. Okay, I can note that down. Yeah, yeah. So guys, if you have any question, any suggestion, you can please go ahead and you know and put it in the chat, and you can also let me know if you can hear me. Okay, please don't forget to like the live. Let me know if you can hear me. Let me know if you can hear me clearly. If you have any question that you want me to help you or to answer, so you can go ahead and put it in the comments, in the comment or here in the live chat. Yeah. Hope you guys you're doing great. I'm not really sure if you're able to hear me. Can someone tell me if I'm audible enough? So if you have any question regarding automatic changeover switch, you can drop it, or if you have any question in any other area, you can drop it. Then we can have a chat. Okay. Don't forget to like the live. Oh, Alex Mulama. Oh, thank you very much. If I'm loud and clear. Uh, Alex, where are you streaming from? Where are you watching me from? Thank you very much for joining. This is ELEKTRECA. My name is David. If you have any question, you can please go ahead and ask. Oh, okay. Great, great, Alex. Thank you very much for being here. Okay. So I had wanted to come live today, specifically to answer a few questions. About uh, the three-phase automatic changeover switch. I had lots of comments in there on some of those videos. So I thought I can answer those questions. So if you have any question, please feel free to write it below. Then yeah, I can answer you right here. don't forget to like the live, and if you have not subscribed to this channel, please feel free to subscribe. Feel free. I know I've not been posting for quite some time. Uh, I've been caught up, you know, in some stuffs, but I think now I'm going to resume. So you can as well suggest some, uh, some video ideas that you want me to touch on. Yeah. Oh, okay. John, thank you very much for that. Thank you. I appreciate. Yeah, we are here to share knowledge. So if you share that kind of response, yeah, you know, it lifts the spirit up. Thank you very much for that. Yeah, and I've been seeing you. Yeah, I remember seeing you in the comment section, some of the videos. Yes, thank you very much, Johnny Gashir. Welcome to ELEKTRECA. This is a live stream, so if you have any question, you can drop it in the chat. And yeah, you can drop it in the chat. We can have some chat right there as I sip my coffee right here. You can also go ahead and tell me where you're watching from. Please don't forget to hit the like button. If you haven't subscribed already, hit the subscribe button. Okay. Hope I'm still audible. Thank you guys for joining. Thank you very much for joining live stream. So if you have any question right there, feel free to put it in the chat. I appreciate you guys being here. Yeah, my name is David, by the way. I hope I'm audible, and I hope my internet is good. So if you have any question, you can drop it in the chat, and then we can talk about it. I know I've not been posting for quite some time. Yeah, but I think I'll resume. Yeah, so if you have any video idea that you want me to bring in the form of a video, feel free to do that. Yeah, please don't forget to hit the like button. Give me a thumbs up. You can also tell me where you're watching from. And you let me know if I'm audible enough. So actually, I wanted to talk about, the three-phase automatic changeover switch. That's the area that I've got a lot of questions on some of the videos that I've uploaded on this channel. Okay. So if you have any question in that area, feel free to put in the chat. Yeah, then can go ahead and answer. Okay. If you've not subscribed already, please feel free to hit that subscribe button. And you can also go ahead and like this video. Let us have a conversation in the chats. Feel free. Yeah, thank you very much for being on board. Please don't forget to like the live. Uh, as you're coming in, if you have any question, you can put it in the chat. I can go ahead and answer that question for you. I was also wondering if someone has, okay, let me read some question here for Peseru. Okay, let me see. Okay, Gasheru, I think I'm not understanding your question well. So, switches on the generator automatic changeover switch. So, do you mean the generator control card or the changeover switch itself? Okay, as you respond to that, I think changeover, especially automatic three-phase automatic changeover switch, we usually don't have. Let me see switches. We usually don't have physical switches that you're going to toggle. Okay, uh, the changeover itself is controlled by either the generator or the AC main supply. Okay, yeah, literally that's it. Apart from the panel, indication which will show you the status of the changeover switch itself, but we don't have switches to toggle on the changeover itself. Okay, so do the changeover with the two contactors, mains and generator. So mains off, uh, then the changeover will ask the generator to start. If mains comes back, then the mains will tell the generator to switch off through the changeover switch. Okay. So I don't know whether John, that answers your question. Let me try something here. John, if you're still on, you can kindly clarify on that. Guys, if you have any question about this topic here, so you can feel free to write the question in the chat, and then we can talk about it. Okay. And please don't forget to click the like button. Okay. That will help this live. Okay. So I'm talking about. I want to clarify. And stress enough on automatic changeover switch, whether three-phase, whether single-phase. So if you have question around there, feel free to put it in the chat. Then I can answer that. Feel free to tell me where you're watching from. Okay, don't forget to press the like button, please. And also to subscribe if you haven't already. Okay. John, if you're there, you can kindly go ahead and try to clarify on your question. Yeah, feel free to do that. Okay, thanks for that. When the power from the grid goes off, what triggers the generator to turn on a particular connection to it from the previous video about 8 years? Okay, now, yeah, now I have a clear. Okay, now this is what happens. So the changeover system, like I said, we have two control circuits in there. So we have the generator control circuit and we have got the mains control circuit. Okay, so the mains control circuit controls the generator. So for instance, as I shared in some of those videos, for instance, if assuming you're using electricity right now, your utility supply, right now, like in Kenya here, if your house is supplied by KPLC at this moment, now the moment KPLC sheds, then we can use any of the normally closed contact, on any of the relays in the mains control circuit, such that when the mains sheds, then the normal closed goes back to its original state, which is closed, and then it will start the generator. So the generator usually have a closed or an open start signal. In most cases, is closed. So the generator will have like two wires, which when you short those two wires, then the generator starts. When you open, the generator stops. So that wire will be controlled by the mains. Okay, so the moment the main sheds, those wires will be short through the relay of the main supply, and then the generator will start. Okay, and then when they get opened, the generator will stop. But now the generator has got a control, card. So the generator usually will not go off completely. It will, like the changeover will be switched. The generator will continue running, cooling down for maybe 10, 15 minutes before it goes off completely. So that's it, Gasheru. There is I think one of those videos I shared, I shared where that connection is done. Okay. Yeah, I think I'll clarify on that, but I shared in one of those videos. Okay, but essentially that's how you do. So there is also another thing. We usually set the mains control circuit or the mains contactor to be the priority. Okay, so when the mains comes back, the contactor will switch even when the generator is still running. Okay, but the generator card will have already gotten the signal of shutting down. But because, like I said, the generator card is independent. So when it receives the signal of shutting down, it starts to count the delay for cooling down. Okay, that's wow, that's great. That's great. That's great. Yeah, so guys, if you have any question right there, feel free to put it in the chat. Yeah. Thank you, John, for that interaction. Yes. If you have any question, you can put it in the comment section or in the chat, and please don't forget to like the live. Okay. So you can also put any suggestion. If you have any suggestion, any video suggestion, you can go ahead and put it in the chat right now. Then we can I can have it note down. Then I can share the video quite later. Okay. So yeah, I'm sharing some more insights about that automatic changeover switch. It could be single phase, three phase. By the way, there is that video I did a few months ago, which is automatic changeover selector switch. So it has five contactors. Uh, you know, the power circuit has got five contactors. I don't know whether one of you has checked out that video. Okay. Uh, in most cases, such setting is used in scenarios where you want uninterrupted power supply. In most cases, and the reason why we do that is because if your changeover is three phase, and we have a phase monitor in there, whereby if any phase is unhealthy, then the entire system will shut. Okay, but now this selector switch plays a big role. If the red phase has got is unhealthy, then we are remaining with two phases. So instead of your generator to start, one of the two phases will engage. For instance, it could be a yellow phase or a blue phase. Okay. Uh, the only drawback about this is that during that time, only single phase loads, will work because now you have single phase activated. Okay, so this kind of circuit will work in areas where you don't have loads, specifically like motors that need to run, okay, on three-phase supply. All right. So those who have just joined now, I was shedding more on on this topic of the changeover switch. So if you have any question, you can please go ahead and ask here. Okay. And please don't forget to hit the like button. If you're not subscribed already, go ahead and subscribe. And you can also go ahead and tell me where you're watching from, okay? I'm much appreciated. You're welcome to the live stream. This is ELEKTRECA, and my name is David. Yeah, so if you have any question, you can go ahead and ask. Let us chat, let us interact. Yeah, feel free. Please don't forget to hit the like button. Okay. Yes, this power generator can be started automatically. Yeah. Okay. As long as a generator has got a battery, a starter motor on it, it can be set, or it can be automated. These other generators, single phase generators, especially in petrol generators, which has got a self start whereby you have a key, you can ignite it. It has a battery, but it has no card. So those kind of generators, they can be modified. So you can modify that. But as long as a generator has a card, it is easy. Okay. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Yeah, those small generators don't have the card. So you can modify those kind of, if you're in that kind of situation, you can modify. And the reason why you have to do that is because you have got a starter motor right there, which is supposed to work, a few seconds to crank the engine. So in most cases, if it cranks the engine and it stayed there, then it will burn. So we have to do some kind of modification, a control system that it has to specifically control the starter motor, okay, such that it can, engage it and disengage it. Because you remember on that generator which you're asking, you crank it using a key or a switch, a spring loaded. So you crank and then you release the key. So you see that key removes, disengages the starter motor from the engine. Okay. So if you want to use the same to act as a generator that you like diesel generators with a card, then modification can be done. Yes. Yeah, Omoni, I hope I've answered your question. Omoni, I hope I've answered your question. So you let me know if I've answered your question. If you still have any question, you can go ahead and ask. Yeah. So like I said, if you have any question, please go ahead and put it in the comment section, or you can ask in the chat. Then we can interact right there. Mani, are you there? Did I answer your question to your satisfaction? If you need me to clarify anything, yes, you can go ahead and do that. Thank you guys very much for being here. Please feel free to like the live and to subscribe if you haven't already. Okay. Yeah, if you have any question, you can go ahead and put it in the chat. Guys, you're welcome to this live stream. This is ELEKTRECA. My name is David. So feel free to ask. Yeah, feel free to ask any question. But today I was, trying to answer some questions about automatic changeover switch. So if you have any question right there, feel free to ask. And don't forget to hit the like button. Okay. I think I'll be scheduling this live stream quite frequently, such that we can, engage and answer a few questions and also clarify if, someone needed any clarification. Okay. Right now it's 9:24. You can tell me where you're watching from. Feel free to hit the like button and also to share your question if you have one. Okay. So I think we have quite a number of videos on the channel. which is around this topic. So feel free to, to visit the channel and then watch some of those videos. Okay. So don't forget to hit that like button. If you have any question, please you can go ahead and write it in the chat. Guys, this is ELEKTRECA. My name is David. So if you have any question, can go ahead and put it in the chat. Let's chat. I thought I can sip my coffee here as I answer some of your questions. Okay. And by the way, those who regular on this channel, thank you for 60K subscribers. Yeah, thank you very much, and thank you for always coming back to this channel. I appreciate that. So if you have any question, don't hesitate. You can go ahead and put it in the chat. Okay. Omani, elaborate. Try to elaborate. You say that please maybe you can try to the video for battery clarity. Can you try to to clarify on that kindly so that I can understand your question better? Okay. I want you to clarify on that question so that can be in a better position to answer you. Okay. This is ELEKTRECA. I'm answering question about automatic changeover switch. So if you have a question or any other question, you can drop it in the chats. And please don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, and also hit the like button. Okay. I was waiting for Omaini to clarify, please, on that question. That's what I was waiting for, such that I'm in a better position to answer your question. Okay. And you can also go ahead if you want any other video in the future, you can please go ahead and let me know. John, I think I'll say I won't say that there is a specific brand, but most most brands, at least that I've seen, they're really durable. I've not had any problem with with these pin relay. I've been uh, picking pins around. So, but if you're ready to go with the brand, maybe you can check on find that they really make good ones. Though we have pin relay which have got the round pins, and then we have those that have got the flat pins. Okay, so both of them, both those two types work perfectly well. However, the one with the flat pin, they tend to have a slim base. Okay, so in most cases, if you have maybe you're building a small control and you want most of your control circuit to fit in a very small area, so definitely you may go with the flat pin. Okay, there are those flat pins that are very slim and they are durable, small, they can fit anywhere. Okay, I've not seen round pin which are tiny. So if you are looking at something small, then you can go with the flat pin. Yeah, that's all. But durability, most of those brands are good. Then I think also if you also meant something like number of pins, yes, that one will also depend entirely on how much legs or how many contacts you need in your circuit. So we have got like pin like relay of 11 pin, 4 pin, 8 pin, and so on. Realize that he really are not like contactors. Okay, so they have got a common leg, and then the other side there is closed and open. Okay, so that means that if you have like 11 pin relay, 11 pin will give you like how many pair? Maybe around you may have like a 3 pair, okay, of contact. So you're going to have like 3 commons, and the other side you have each common has got open and closed. Okay, so it will depend on your control circuit. If your control circuit has got a number of connections, then definitely you'll need a relay which has got more pins to give you varieties of contacts for you to use in your circuit. I hope that answers your question. Okay, great. So, guys, same thing. If you have any question, go ahead, put it in the chat. I can always look at it and we, uh, you know, answer those questions. Please don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, and also hit the like button. Okay. There is someone here called Omuine. There is a that question which you asked about battery. Okay, 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 okay. Okay, I mean, I think I, I did not I hadn't understood your question, but now I get it. Yeah, I will. I will. Uh, I will do that. But in most cases, in any case, if you have got, if you're in a situation of where you have that kind of gen set, yeah, you can always hit me up, and you can always hit me up. Yeah, actually, I had already gotten your question. Yeah, so I think I'll come up with, but now I just have one challenge with that. You see, that modification varies gen to gen, and also, different brands. Okay, so doing one video for a specific brand may not help you if you are, on another brand. So in most cases, it needs, if you are in that specific challenge, then I get to see the type of generator that you have, and then we do the modification. Okay, but I can, have a video up for the basics. Yeah, yeah, no worries. I'll have a video for the for basics. No worries. Okay. So, I think that's it. I think we are good. If there is any other question, I can take some few questions. Let me just hang around for some few minutes. Yeah. So, guys, welcome. Uh, this is ELEKTRECA. My name is David. So, I'm just answering questions around, changeover switch. So if you have any question around there, feel free to put it in the chat. Okay. You can also go ahead and hit the like button if you haven't already, and also subscribe if you haven't already. Okay. Okay. Creative mind. Thank you very much for that question. So selector switch is, I don't know whether, I think, yeah, I don't know whether I've done, I think I will share the link to that video. But yeah, if you're going to do that, if you're going to add that selector switch, if I understood your question, how can we add selector switch so as to select between auto and manual? Okay. So, creative mind, there are two options on your question. One, it could be that you want to start the generator manually if it's not called. Okay. For instance, you can switch off, as in you can switch off the mains, and then you turn the selector switch from auto to manual, then your generator starts. Other than that, I don't know whether I'm answering right your question, but do you mean to select between the utility supply and then the generator, just using toggling the switch, using that switch from auto to manual? because if you are going to do that, then there is some kind of more wiring will be needed, because you will need to operate that using some push buttons, right? Okay, because if you want to select to manual and then you go ahead and for instance you will start your generator and then you select between you leave auto, you go to manual, then you have to use switches. You can press this the backup switch or the mains switch. Okay. Alternatively, I don't see where we can apply that, but unless you clarify there, but it can be done. It can be done. In most cases, I see people usually want to start generator, like they may want to start generator manually just for a heat up. In any case, if it hasn't been started for a long time, instead of switching off power generator start, you can have a selector switch wired somewhere where you can always put the selector switch in manual, then generator will start. But if that's what you want to do, then you just have the two switches normally open, normally closed, but they are controlling the same thing. And like I said, the generator is a closed start signal. Okay. So the two switches which are controlled by the same selector switch, you just connect them in the opposite way. But if you meant that how can we be able to control the changeover switch like a manual without connecting the really manual switch, then we can use the push buttons. That one can be easily integrated in the circuit. You can let me know if that's what you meant, because that is we can do it in two ways: either to be able to start the generator manually and also leaving it in auto, or if we are able to start the same automatic changeover switch, are we able to control it in manual without waiting for the power to go off? Yeah, that one also we can, but we can add those buttons, those push buttons. Okay, you can put a start button on the utility and then a start button on the side of the generator. You can integrate it in those control circuit. You can even put start and stop. Yeah, you can easily integrate that. It is easy. So you can let me know if that's what you actually meant. I think I will update that video. I will create another video addressing that very scenario of a selector switch. I think demonstrating demonstrating how you can start the generator both automatically and manually, and also how you can do the same with the contactors. Okay. Okay. Let me see this situation where the generator is started using key. Is it possible to take the two wire to the ATS and bypass the key? So, in this case, you mean in this case, you mean that there is no card on the generator, right? In this case, you mean there is no card on the generator. Like this generator, you can only start it with the key, okay? If the generator has no card, then there is a modification that we can do, okay? If there is no card, we can do a modification. But if there is a card, it's just normal. The way we do, for other, for other types of generator. I mean, with other types of generator with generator card. Okay. So in case if the generator has no card, then a modification must be done. Okay, because it's now the key that you're using to start the generator, to push the starter motor into the engine to start and then come out. So you cannot just take those wires, okay? You need some kind of control because you need the starter motor to engage for those few seconds and disengages. If you don't modify and you just bypass the key, it can easily burn the starter motor, okay? So what you need to do is to modify, but again, that varies generator to generator. So you need to look at the specific brand of that engine, and then you look at the configuration around the key switch and the entire control circuit of the generator itself, okay? And then you do the modification. That modification, while doing it, you need some to put some kind of timers like cyclic, okay? Yeah, you can use like a cyclic timer, integrate it in that gen control circuit, such that if it is cold, the cyclic timer is just the same way. It's just the same way like the controller controls, the starter motor. Okay, it has a timer in it, like how many times does it crank, and then when it comes, how many times does it rest? How many seconds, kind of stuff. Yeah, but it varies generator to generator. So if you need to do that, then you must look at, you must study the configuration first. But the cyclic timer comes in handy there. Okay. Hope that answers your question. So if you have any question around this topic, changeover switch, feel free to put it in the chat. Okay. And don't forget to hit the like button. All right. Oh yeah. We can really actually do that. Yeah. In fact, in that case, we can it can be done both in the traditional way of using relays and contactors like the way we do. Alternative also to make it more easier. You can also write some logic and using the PLC, I think that can be a bit easier. But yeah, using the relay and the contactors is, yeah, it can be done. The same the same concept in the selector switch. It's just the same concept that applies here. The only difference is that you have three sources of power, of which you have also to set the priorities, which you want supposed to be the priority number one, priority number two, like that. Yeah, so that, I think that is noted. We can oh, I can do that. I'll put that in the plan. I hope you got your previous question about the these gens which are started with key. I think they are cardless. I don't know. You didn't confirm that, but I hope it is what I say. Yeah. If you're just joining the live right now, I'm just answering a few questions around changeover switch or any other questions. So if you have a question, feel free to drop it in the chat, and then we can engage right there. Don't forget to like the live and subscribe if you haven't already. Okay. So thank you very much for those that have kept the engagement. So feel free, guys. If you have any question, go ahead, and it could be any an interaction on anything. It could be, yeah, or a video suggestion. That, yeah, could be a video suggestion. That is also okay. Okay. You can also let me know where you're watching from. Okay. Me, I'm in Kenya, so you can go ahead and let me know where you're watching from. Let's engage in the chat. Thank you very much for the likes. I think I'll find time and then we talk about schematics, generally how to read schematics, because I think some folks have challenges in schematic interpretation. Okay, and in most cases, when you are dealing with these small circuits, if you don't know how to interpret and also how to write one, you can usually have challenges in interpreting. Yet, if you get to understand, okay, the entire concept around you know these circuits, then it can help you. So no matter what kind of circuit that you come across, you can always understand the circuit. You can also come up with your own circuit. The moment you think about anything you want to control, then definitely you can easily get your pen, put it on paper, and then try it out. Okay. 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 Demonstration how to control two circuits of two-speed uh, motors. Okay. So let me see. I think in most cases here, these variable frequency drives can come in handy, but in most cases it will depend on the the purpose of these speed motors. Okay, because if you need to control the same, then I think okay, we need to first to understand what are these motors, what are they going to drive. We need to look at that before we come up with the circuit. But in most cases, we'll employ in the VFDs. Okay. Thank you very much, guys, for being here. I do appreciate. Thank you very much for the likes, and then thank you for the interaction. So we'll have this kind of lives in the coming days. So feel free, if you have any question, you can please go ahead and leave it, or you can always comment on any video. I can always grab those questions and I have them answered for you. So thank you very much for being here. Let us catch next time. Thank you very much for watching.